Good. Okay. Last time on Out of the Abyss, the players had just retrieved one of the components needed for a dark ritual they must perform to save the world. This component being the central eye of a beholder. They very epically just annihilated this beholder in his lair. Barely a problem at all. And in doing so, you also freed a group of prisoners that this mind flayer had recently acquired. All that looked suspiciously like J-Mitch mounted on a chubby little jumping spider. And there's when you met the Dwighters, his unfortunate offspring from that one time with that one spider several months ago. And they took you back to their little Dwighter house. Their little Dwighter city, town, village, whatever you want to call it. They don't know what it's called. They've only been alive for a couple of months. And yeah, unfortunately, J-Mitch has been unconscious for this entire excursion, and maybe he'll wake up today and look into the face of his children, or maybe he won't. But while you were there, you partook in some of their festivities and helped them.
Welcome, Raiders! Grab a drink and get ready to party!
Who just brought in 33 of his friends to listen to my awesome recap. Hello, Dad. Hello, award-winning Pathfinder DM Dag. Thank you so much for your raid. Welcome to Out of the Abyss. All right, let me get through this recap. You guys helped them get ready for their holiday by getting a crystal from the top of their cavern to put on top of their tree. I think that's what you guys did. You also found out that Shiny really, really likes Drider treasure, and she tried to steal it. But yeah, where we left off, you guys were just kind of exploring this village. Nothing too crazy happened other than the fact that you are now surrounded by thousands of J-Mitches that have spider faces. It's kind of weird. I would, I guess because J-Mitch isn't here, and there's still several more places in this town, you're welcome to explore more. The Dwighters are very grateful that you helped them with their star on their tree, and encourage you to go either visit their kitchens if you would like some more food, to their candy factory, which they are very, very, very proud of, or their gardens.
We also had that. It was like a closet or an imp or something who is in the bag of holding with Shiny.
That's right. So you
Percy.
guys, in their foundry, one of their ovens, their foundries, not oven.
Furnace.
Furnace.
Oh,
Thank
furnace
you.
or forge is on that.
Yeah, furnace was burning a little too hot, where you found a little imp hiding, who introduced himself as Percy. Don't know who that is.
No idea whatsoever.
Yeah, it's just a guy, just an imp, kind of stressed out about how many demons are around because he's a devil. And devils and demons famously do not get along. Okay, you're all standing there. You have plates full of metal food. It looks beautiful, but it's completely inedible.
Wasn't there a place that made food for other people? Was that the...
You were
We did run
offered.
into a couple
I
of...
think it's the cookie.
You were offered cupcakes, I think it was, and they were delicious and very edible. And you are welcome to inquire about more such delicious and edible cupcakes as you feel a little hungry. It's been a long day.
You go.
So, are the cupcakes also laid out on this grand table for us, or is it just metal?
It's only metal on the table. like a metal cornucopia with metal shaped fruits and tarts and cakes. And it was one specific Dwighter that had brought you a platter of real
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
cupcakes. It's been
And he
a
said go to the
long time, guys.
Yeah, it's been 2 weeks. He said go to the candy factory, right? For
Yeah.
more of them?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I was thinking. I thought it was candy
Okay,
factories, aren't
I
they?
remember now. Kothor's on his way to the candy factory because he wants more cupcakes.
I'll come.
I think we're all going, are we?
Yeah.
We're all trailing behind you.
So you guys are going to climb up a little ramp in this main big hollowed out spire that you're in. There's like a ramp that goes up, like kind of winding around it with several like cords across like bridges, and then cord bridges going out to other spires and to cliffs. The cliffs around in this giant cavern are, some of them are carved out, and you see that one of them leads to what appears to be the candy factory. You see all kinds of insane and crazy looking machines, very Dr. Seussian, of all of these, just a supply chain of candy machines and baked goods. And as you approach, you see that a lot of the Dwighters are in there, very busily working, and they're so passionate about this. They're like making sure everything is perfect and covering it with frosting. They have the little spinny things. They're like making tiered cakes and rock candy and taffies. And as you go in, you are met with a delicious smell of sugars and fruits and frostings and cakes. And all of the Dwighters are wearing like little chef's hats, and it's so weird how much like J-Mitch they look. Let me see. As you see them working, you notice that they are not eating these pastries, instead are packing them up and adding them to a big sack and big crates that look like they're being prepared to be shipped off. Though when one of them sees you, he smiles and like puts his fingers together and quickly whisks over and brings you a little tart. Oh, will you check this, please? Does it taste good?
I don't know. How does it taste?
It tastes really good. It tastes like a tart. It's got a very fruity taste, but you can also catch like hints of truffle, some kind of mushroomy, sweet mushroom flavors, a little woodier, a little bit more earthy than something you would find on the surface, but it's balanced very nicely. Do you
More,
think?
please.
Yes, absolutely. And as he rushes over to go get some more, he kind of trips over a crate, which would appear to be mushrooms, but as they roll out, they make a really loud sound as they roll out. And he goes, oh dear. And he holds them. These are all petrified. Oh, this is no good. Little boys and girls can't eat petrified candy. That's not going to work. And all the other Driders start looking around, and they just start picking it up, and they're like, no, this is wrong. Throws it over their heads, and they look suddenly very, very upset.
Notice something
Beholder.
Should we investigate the petrified mushrooms, do you think? Like, everyone? Like, that could be potentially danger in the area?
Oh, yes, this isn't right. And then he hands one of the mushrooms back to Cora. You can't eat this, can you?
She's gonna try to take a bite out of it.
Don't do that, Cora.
You crunch into, it's like a little mushroom made out of rock, but it's kind of crumbly in your mouth. It's kind of smelly and kind of dungy. And it's just gravelly and
I could have told you that wasn't going to taste good.
dear, oh dear, oh dear. Could you please check on the gardens? That's where we get everything. This is no good. This is no good. Eustace is just around the corner. All the little boys and girls deserve fresh, delicious candy and treats. This is not good at all.
Okay, but we should probably take some of the cupcakes to test on the way there.
Yes. Very smart, very wise. And he's going to give you like a whole, like a donut box full of cupcakes and just shove it in your hands. If there's anything wrong, this is our first Eustace. It can't go wrong.
They're far too sweet for me, but you guys get to enjoy them.
All right,
Yes,
more
it
fun.
Can I rub some
Oh.
dirt on one of the cupcakes and give it to Lucia?
He kind of just like tucks it in his bag.
Is that how you combat sweetness?
Yeah, dirt.
What's the opposite of sugar?
Wait,
Dirt.
what about
Sorry.
what about ads? Put some ads on it.
Too sweet,
No.
too good.
He's gonna secretly feed it to Lumi when no one's looking.
Lumi goes.
Oh, come on. It's not that bad.
Points at the dirt and goes, pit.
Why don't you scrape off the frosting, Lucius? I think that might be alright then.
I suppose I could do something with that. Anyway, let's go to the gardens. We need to make sure they're okay.
Cora has a little bit of a sugar rush, so she's gonna like skip there.
You're like,
Yeah.
you follow the cords back out of the candy factory and you follow another one down, 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 lower than the level that you first arrived. A small, like, miniature fungus garden forest covers the entire base of this cavern. And all kinds of edible mushrooms are down here, even some that you've never really seen before, of various shapes and sizes. There's molds and lichens. There's also the faint buzzing sounds as you notice some kind of insect creatures that look like they're not pollinators, but you can tell that they're kind of swarming around what appears to be like a hive. And you can see like a bit of nectar or honey kind of like dripping down. You can assume that is how they sweeten their treats.
Can I do make a survival check and see
Yes.
yeah, what's going on?
Please make a roll, the first roll of the month of the year. A natural 20 is the first roll of the year.
2024, yes.
I like the sound of that. Okay. You immediately
Dino Deuce played this card, a gift for Poof to use later.
Poof, you just got a fast feather. You also get 10 to your speed.
Thank you.
You're a little bit lighter on your feet. Yes, you, Cora, immediately start looking around and you notice that a patch of mushrooms kind of that look very similar to the ones that you saw upstairs seem to be kind of trampled, maybe like grazed upon. And you see a bit of a trample in the area. And then you see little piles of what looks like excrement and pieces of that mushroom popping out, but stony.
She's gonna approach the bugs.
The bugs,
Yeah.
as you look at them, they look kind of like big beetles.
Do they look mean?
They look very peaceful. They don't really notice you. They're kind of like very busy paying attention, not to you, but to their work. I gotta fix the frames.
Sorry. Hi guys.
Hello.
I woke up from my coma. Look, I'm back.
Oh, we're gonna cut to you and bring you into this scenario.
No worries.
All right. No, they seem pretty. They don't seem dangerous. They look. You imagine they might try to protect their hive if they felt threatened, but they seem pretty docile.
Okay. She's going to say in an arrangement of languages until one seems like it sticks. She's gonna just try to say hi to the bugs.
Do you have any abilities that allow you to speak to creatures, like speak with animals or anything like that?
I do not.
Lucius does.
Lucius, you see Cora going, "Hello, hola, Ohio, guten Tag, bonjour, ciao." Just going through all of them.
What are you? Hello. He kind of says it that way.
As you start speaking to these like swarming beetles, several of them suddenly start to kind of like quiver and climb onto the face of the hive, and you see them kind of moving around, and then you realize that they spell out with their bodies, "Suh."
I think they said hi.
Ask them if know why mushrooms don't over there.
Why mushroom hard over there?
Petrify. Why?
Like rock.
They buzz around a little bit, and then they recreate the poop emoji.
Poo poop.
It is poop.
Ooh.
I don't know if you ate poop, but they say it's poop.
Cora eat poop?
Maybe.
Oh no!
Yuck.
I do have very limited means of understanding them, so they may be saying something else. Maybe it's crap. Like, crap situation.
Oh no!
Cora no comment very
Dear
well,
who's
but
played
thinks
this
maybe
card,
poop and
Poof
crap
Car now
same.
read minds.
Dean, you can Dean gave you the ability to read minds.
It's going to read the Beatles' minds.
The peoples?
The Beatles,
Oh, the
or
Beatles. Okay, as Cora is like sitting there horrified, like, Lucius, you look very strenuously at these swarming, dancing beetles, and you suddenly kind of get glimpses into their mind, like you're seeing through their eyes. You see them crawling over mushrooms, getting in their gills, getting their spores on them, kind of like, doing pollinator things, and them crawling towards a animalistic or bestial figure squatting and leaving poo piles of stone and mushroom, and then kind of skittering off, and a couple of smaller critters following off behind what appears to be a very, like, a trickling waterfall next to a very mossy crack in the cavern wall.
Lucius is gonna look at Cora and like hand her a glass of water and be like, "Perhaps you want to cleanse your palate."
She just like pours it on her tongue.
And then he's going to explain to the rest of the party what he sees involving the creature with the poop piles and the stone mushrooms. If they can make any sense of it.
Help Cora track? What kind of creature?
I can try.
Yeah, you guys can roll more survival checks to see.
Do we
if you
both
see-
roll, or do you want one of us to roll with
I
advantage?
think one to roll with advantage makes sense.
Okay.
It's kind of the same thing.
Oof. 16.
You're able to see tracks, though the only thing you can deduce from them is that they are made with a claw-like hand. It's hard to tell where it goes. The ground is only muddy in certain places. Moss kind of breaks it up. So you do see, though, that it is like a almost like a lizard, like a fat lizard hand.
Does it look like something I've seen before?
Yeah, it looks a little familiar. It's in the
Can I
lizard
use
family.
my Kenku recall?
It
Do you want me to link it?
yeah. Well, I mean, I think you. I'm trying to decide how well you know.
I'm pretty sure they make the sound them.
Oh, you have
Thanks.
advantage. Oh, you can get advantage. Oh, wait. Okay, make an ability check. When you make an ability check using any skill which you have proficiency. Okay, do you have proficiency in history or nature? History or nature both work.
It would be if there's a check mark beside it, right? No, I don't.
What do you have proficiency in?
Investigation, perception, arcana, insight, stealth, survival.
Do
Sleight of hand.
Arcana.
Okay, with advantage.
Yes. I forgot that Kenku Recall has its own little thing. All right.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20 is right because remembering that there is a creature that eats petrified things, and that would be a basilisk.
Oh.
You know that they petrify things and then eat the petrified thing.
And
We
then
did
poop
meet
out
a
a
basilisk
petrified
already, didn't
thing.
we?
There was an awakened basilisk. Yeah.
Basilisk track. Here, here, here. Turn to stone.
More.
Eat.
Another
More
one.
Basilisk.
Do you have greater restoration available by chance?
Yes, I do. But don't everyone be going needing rescuing all at once, please.
I think we could kill it.
Can I tell like the general direction it went with the tracks?
Yeah, you kind of see it heading kind of further into the brush. And Lucius, you did kind of see in the minds of the beetles a little bit of a direction. You know that it was like a trickle of water down into a little stream, and you think, oh, maybe if I can find some of these geological features, I can discover where it might have gone.
I believe we are looking for a body of water. I remember trickling.
Let's go find. Let's check on Jamich and see.
Yeah, let's. Yeah, do you want to go up and get Jamich before you head out? Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
for the party
Jamich, are
and
you
probably
there?
ask the
We have
gliders.
to.
Where am I? Says Jamich as he wakes up.
Jamich, your eyes slowly open. And like leaning over you. You think you're looking in a mirror, but you have big orbs for eyes. red orbs like this, and some right here and some right here. But it's your face. So you're pretty sure you're looking in a mirror, and it's like right here.
I let out a really loud yell.
Okay, as you're yelling, I need to fix your frame.
Is it particularly high-pitched yelping?
Yeah, what kind of yell is this?
Jamich would make it very dramatic,
Like,
but it would start like that, and then he would go like deeper once he realized that he was screaming. Yeah, I'd be like, oh,
as you make that scream,
ah.
as you make that scream, like 4 or 5 other beings in the room make that exact scream, kind of staggered, like as you startle, start a chain reaction of startling.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
There is a dwarf next to your bedside with big red orb eyes who looks so much like you. Standing there, he's wearing like scrubs, like nurses' scrubs, kind of like fantasy version of nurses' scrubs, and he's got like a tray of like a little thing to dab your head with, some like gauze and like, you know, just like typical first aid stuff. And he goes, "Great, brother, you're awake." And then suddenly,
Is this to make me feel more comfortable with your presence? Because it's not working.
"Oh, no, you have a concussion. Here,
Yes,
drink
I
this
have
water.
a concussion. You are right.
Drink this water, please."
I do a perception check on the water. Is it safe? Is my question.
Roll medicine.
Okay. Ten.
It's water.
I drink the water.
It's nice water. It tastes like fresh spring water. It's got a little hint of like clean moss in it, which kind of makes it taste like, you know, cucumber water.
Okay. Very nice.
In fact, you kind of notice like, wow, that was quite an astute. Like this isn't like natural. Someone like went out of their way.
Yeah, it's like a
to-
palate cleanser. Whoa.
Yeah. As you say
Aw.
that, you hear, and it sounds just like you. Yeah, it is like a palate cleanser. And then you look around, and the rest of the Dwighters are starting to scuttle towards you with their fat little. Their bodies are like jumping spiders' bodies, you know, so like kind of chubby.
VIP.
Yeah, no wrong.
I don't know. Yeah, thanks, man.
You know. Yeah, this is some high quality H2O. I like that. I should have used that. Damn. I fully set up and like try and jump out of my bed at this point.
The Dwighters around you go, oh, E. Hold on, slow down, slow down.
Ah, what did you put in me?
That's called an IV.
What's it?
Oh, sorry.
Get it out.
Hold on. They
Get
start
it out.
They start noting on you. It
Get it
pulls
out.
it out, wraps your arm, gives you.
Don't wrap
a
my arm. Get it
bladder.
out. Just get it out.
It's out. Great, brother. We are so sorry. You have been in our care. Your friends are enjoying the festivities.
Do you like just take the form of everybody you're helping?
What?
Why do you look like me?
Oh, so your friends explained to us.
Dino Deuce played this card.
Why did you
Since these
do
dice
your
just
hair like
go
that? It
into
looks
a
better
pool,
part on the
high
other
buff
side, by
hope
the way.
new job is good.
Your friends.
Sorry, that was bothering me. Anyway, go ahead.
They told us you are a great brother.
I am great.
Yeah, great brother. Great brother.
Okay. What does great brother mean to you?
He is our creator, our inspiration, the
I am pretty
one
inspiring.
who gave us life, the great brother who wooed
Okay.
our mother.
And you told my friends this.
They told us that you are the great brother.
Okay. I have to go. I try to walk out.
They don't stop you.
Yeah, I just.
I think at that
if
point,
they don't stop me, I'm just
you're
gonna.
gonna
I'm just
bump-
gonna like.
You're gonna. So as you step out,
Yeah.
you look out. You're inside of like kind of a cavern wall. The entrance opens up like a ledge, like a shelf, and you see this enormous cavern with great spires that shine and glisten as they are made of spun metal, like Damascus steel, like the colors changing every couple of threads, making these gorgeous structures. And you see these spun bridges between each of these spires. And you see thousands of these beings, these dwarf spiders, very busy carrying crates back and forth as they walk past each other. Hi, brother. Hi, brother. Hi, brother. Hi, brother. As you pass, you hear, great brother, and they bow to you very, like, excitedly, a little nervously.
How many are there?
Thousands.
Like oh, great.
Yes, Elephane?
Point of order, I believe, actually, that the Dwighters had fashioned, while Jamich was unconscious, they complained that they were so sorry that he didn't have a butt. So didn't they make him a big butt and also like a chair, like a mechanical leg, like chair, and like propped his body up?
Thank you for reminding me. As you're looking out, you're gonna feel your body being pulled back into the room by these Dwighters as they put you into a chair and start buckling you up. We've made you your butt, just like your friends have told us to.
What is going on?
It is glorious. And they point, and you look behind you. They've made you this marbleized, multicolored metal. It's mechanical, it has working parts. It's like a prosthetic spider abdomen that attaches to your hips, almost like a little chair, and you can like use your front feet to kind of like skirt along, and it's got like little wheels on the bottom, and so you can just it's like a rolly chair.
Why does this move so smoothly?
Oh, thank you, great brother. Thank you. We made it ourselves.
You made this.
Yes. We made everything
me?
here. Yes.
You made everything here for me?
Well, we didn't know that you would come again. So now that we know that, yes, this is all for you.
Okay. How old are you?
I'm about 2-3 months old. They all nod in agreement.
Are all of you that? Well,
That's brother and that's brother. We hatched all at the same time, and we came here. And we all remember the face of our sire, of our great brother. We dream about him.
I'm your great brother. Are you like? Am I like a god to you?
What's a god?
Like, you're like. Do you like worship me? Like, do you like put statues to my name and stuff? Like,
as you say that, you kind of tilt and look, and you see a statue of Jamich with like a pan and holding up like a candy cane.
Oh.
The first thing we did when we were created and woke up was make that statue. We all saw it imprinted in our minds. They all start speaking in unison. It is our inspiration, and we all knew that we must perfect the craft of candy making and cooking. And then they all go back to scuttling.
Those are both the same thing.
No, actually, and it feels like you're hearing yourself. Confectionery and cooking are very, very different crafts.
Okay. That was a test. You passed.
We passed. They all clasp their hands and go.
Right. Where are my friends?
And that's, I think, right when the gang walks up to meet you.
His face still very disconcerting.
He
Oh,
woke up.
God, it's another one. You see Lucius kind of just sulk in the corner.
You
Oh,
see
good
Cora
morning,
now.
great brother.
She's definitely started to adapt to her environment being here like a couple days, and she's gonna hi brother, hi brother, hi brother, hi brother to like every single Dwighter she sees.
Some of them call you brother because they don't know what else to say, but other ones call you Birdie. Hi, Birdie.
Aww.
Hi, Birdie.
That's cute.
Good to see you awake, oh great brother.
But brother,
Guys, I think I may have created something here.
We noticed.
It's hard not to.
Yeah. I'm still coming to grips with it. I
see.
think there's a way to spin this into a good thing.
I see your butt lift got approved.
When I say it's like you're in a computer chair and you're like,
Yeah. Like a little kid. Little bouncy things that the kids sit in.
that's even better. It's like fully around, and it's like little legs with roller skates at the bottom, and you just kick it down. And you notice it's like somehow perfectly.
It's
There's
the
like
perfect height.
and there's some like it's got some coiling, so it perfectly like conforms to the strands.
Yeah.
So you have like Spider walking on this thing. Spider web.
Okay.
walking.
First of all, I don't understand why, but this thing is kind of cool. Second of all, I guess I have a spider family?
Congratulations, you're a father.
The yellow quartz that twinkle in the very top of the cavern, giving off like a golden glow, just twinkle a little bit extra when you say that.
How am I going to explain this to Anazira?
Imagine my reaction. Gee, more J-Mitches in my life.
I know,
At
you
least they
almost
don't
be
get evil like you.
What?
you almost be very grateful to be here.
Are you saying that to the party or to the Dwighters?
Yeah, I'm saying that to the party.
Oh.
Yeah, that's the word.
Yaslin, I don't think I'm evil. I think I have the best intentions.
Doesn't seem
But
that
you're free to
basic,
think
is it?
however you want, because controlling your thought would be evil.
You totally could, though, if you wanted to.
I could, yeah.
You could totally try to.
I don't do that to friends. And I like point to everybody. I'm like, you don't control friends' minds. None of you.
They all the Dwighters kind of look at each other a little concerned, and then just kind of like look away and start like
Like they're being scolded by like.
Does
a
one of them
father.
write that down?
Yeah.
In the corner.
So, fun fact, Dwighters are telepathic with each other and
Okay.
can speak to each other in their minds. So, while they're not controlling each other's minds, your statement felt a little accusational, and so now they're not sure if they are speaking. Actually, I feel like J-Mitch would be able to tune into their radio channel a little bit if you tried. You hear like a little
Yeah, I
bit of
would feel it.
static, and if you really focus, all you hear is "Hi, brother. Hi, brother."
I just go. Can I speak through the channel? Is that?
Yeah, sure, you could try.
Yeah, I just go. Like you can communicate with each other through your minds. That's fine. But just to clarify, like,
Great brother, great brother.
yeah, you're welcome.
Write that down in the book of Great Brother. Okay, write that down.
There's a book. Okay, I'm gonna need to copy that and gonna have to make some revisions. Okay, keep doing your brotherly thing.
Thank you, Zach. They go back to work, but they're all like, oh.
Okay.
Thank you so much for the gifted subs.
I know everybody is overwhelmed with excitement for being here, but we need to focus. We still have some demons to take on, and
Cora found a basilisk.
Cora found a basilisk, so we got to take care of the basilisk.
Yes, for your children, for the sake of your children being able to share their goods, cooking,
Not to mention,
confection,
just,
whatever.
Cupcakes.
not to mention just to not
Cupcakes.
let them be petrified as well.
No one should suffer poopy mushrooms.
We can consider it your
don't
child's.
remind me.
My kids are. My kids are what? They're petrified?
No, they might get petrified if we leave the basilisk around.
Oh, yeah. We
Need
should
to
probably
protect-
kill that thing then. Yeah.
Attention, brothers.
They all look.
Do you know where is Trickle Stream?
Trickle stream. Oh! The waterfall where we get our pure H2. Wait, what did you call high quality H2O? Yes.
Do not go there. But also, where is it?
All of them simultaneously from all over this place, all point in 3D towards kind of like on the other side of the grand spire in the middle. You see just kind of the faintest little stream kind of running.
I guess we go that way.
That's our
So
ticket.
turns to J-Mitch and says, "Are you going to join them?"
Am I going to join who?
Your sons and the pointing.
Listen.
It's all right. It's a lot. It's a lot to take
These-
in. I understand.
These guys, you guys are great. You guys are great.
Great brother.
But have you heard of a rare cooking ingredient called basilisk milk?
Basilisk milk? No.
You haven't heard of it. That's okay. A lot of novice chefs haven't. Basically, it's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. Basically, Big Brother's gonna go out to get some milk, and I'll be back.
Okay, we'll be here when you get back. We'll finish the book.
I will call for you
We'll get a
if
new
I need
statue.
you. Expect my call, okay?
New statue for Great Brother. With
I
Great
don't know
Brother's
why
new
you're making a new
guts.
statue, but whatever makes you feel better about this.
You
Okay, I'm gonna go
start-
now.
You catch out of the corner of your eye, closer to the first statue, a couple of the brothers come scuttling together. They reach down underneath their tunics and start pulling out like reams of metal, spider silk, steel silk, and it looks like they're starting to like coil them around. Like
Oh, you can
spooling
just
them.
do that with your bodies.
All of this came from our butts.
Hey,
Great.
Jamie, you should taste their food as well. You'll love it.
I'm sure it's magnificent.
They're
If their
spooling.
water is anything to say about it. Also, I take the mechanism off. I'm not gonna wear it the whole time.
We'll
but
keep it safe for you. We'll put it in a
yeah, it's a
special
sacred
spot.
artifact. You need to make sure to keep that safe.
As you say that, the ones who take it kind of look at it and gasp, and they start touching it. Sacred artifact.
Can I give the artifact bardic inspiration? Is that allowed?
Yeah. And not only can you do that, you realize that by you declaring it a sacred artifact,
Mhm.
something magical begins to happen. And through the power of belief that these gliders have,
Nice.
Belief powers. Oh gosh.
something about it makes it magical. You don't know what, but it's truly now a sacred artifact. Thank you, Kaze.
So-
Hi, Noodle.
So it's a magic butt.
It's a magical butt.
Butts are magical sometimes, but also there's enough of them to turn something mundane into. Maybe there's enough for them to actually turn you into a
Mundane.
god.
This is high craftsmanship. I assure you this is not mundane.
I mean, they're making you a statue. You might want to make sure they're not making it of you milking a basilisk.
No, they won't do that, right?
Might
It's
be odd.
mundane if it's not magical. I didn't say it wasn't masterwork, so I don't really know how. I don't really know if I should be comparing it to a sculptor or like a seamstress because it's still.
Yeah.
What?
Probably more like a
category?
visionary, you know?
I'd say we are weavers. Yeah,
Yeah.
weavers.
Weavers.
Oh, butt weavers.
Butt weavers.
Butt weavers.
All right.
And now the subclass butt weaver has been created.
Oh,
I'm gonna go get the milk. You guys keep doing your thing.
Yes, and then when you get back, can you please tell us how we can woo and simp for a beautiful spider queen that we may bring her back here and lavish her with gifts and start the next generation?
Yes. Absolutely,
No.
I can. I'll tell you how I did it the first time.
Yes. Spider babes.
we don't want anything to do with the Spider Queen.
Spider babes. No, not that spider queen.
Yeah, they'll make their own. They'll make their own queens. It's fine.
Is it what Kothar? What sometimes you go slay queen?
I did that once, ironically. Okay. It was a slay queen. It was one of the
Slay?
the
We have a sleigh, and they point down towards the exit, and there's this beautiful spider silk sleigh.
No.
And they're
Lucius
loading
leans
it up.
over to
No, wait. Different kind of sleigh. Different kind of sleigh. It was the one that the drow merchant taught me when I was getting that makeover.
They look
Lucius leans over to Cora and goes, "What does slay queen mean?"
It's all in the wrist. Slay queen. It's all in
Can
the
I do a
wrist.
performance check for how well I do that?
do it.
Okay.
Don't forget your guidance.
Don't forget your gun.
I was going to say that earlier, but it got past the point. I didn't want to interrupt the RP.
14.
It's an okay
Nice.
sleigh. It's not a
Slay.
bad sleigh, but it's not like an impressive sleigh. All the Dwighters in unison go sleigh,
Lucius, like this.
sleigh,
And she takes your wrist. Slay.
sleigh.
I see. It's a hand gesture.
Yes.
The merchant said it wasn't just a hand gesture. It was a way of life. I haven't quite understood what that means yet, though.
Listen, guys, we can talk about this while we, get that milk. It's
We
really
can talk
important.
about slaying while we slay. I understand.
Yes. We'll slay while we slay.
On the sleigh, do we want to slay on the sleigh, or do we want to leave the sleigh behind as we go?
Of
slay?
course, I'll teach you guys how to slay on a sleigh while we're slaying.
All right. Slay.
Sleigh.
All right.
All right, do you make
All
your
right.
way? Oh, as you say that, Shiny's gonna pop out and go sleigh.
No, I think we go make our sleigh though.
Making our sleigh downtown.
Downtown, walking fast.
Bow, 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 bow.
As soon as we clear the colony, I just turn around to the party. I'm like, what the fuck happened?
Jamage slut.
Yeah, we already knew that going into this, though.
Where did you learn that word?
She glances.
Cora,
she
is
glances
like-
at JD. She glances at Kothar.
What does slut even mean?
Okay,
It
first
means
off,
I
you
have
should
sex
be
with a
listening
lot
to
of
adults.
people.
You should be listening to adults talk, and you shouldn't be
Raiders of the
repeating what adults talk.
Who else am I going to talk to? You're the only losers around here.
Go talk to your coins or something. I don't know. I heard dragons talk to the coins sometimes.
That's very mean, Shiny.
They need more enrichment.
What's mean?
You can't call everyone losers, okay? If you want friends to help you gather your horde, You can't call them losers.
Yes, Dad.
Oh,
But you
speaking of
can call
that imp,
Shemesh a slut. That's fine.
why don't you go make friends with that imp? He seemed nice.
He smells. He's not cool.
Yeah, he smells like sulfur, but that's every imp.
Yeah, I don't.
That's just
I
what happens
like the
when you're in
smell of
hell.
sulfur, Shiny.
It's like not even a good kind of sulfur. It's not pure like the primordial plane of fire. It smells like the hell.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry you got your like delicate taste buds from me.
I'm sorry you're a little bougie in your sulfur
Yeah.
taste, but you'll have to make do with
I
what you have.
completely understand where you're
Bougie.
coming from.
What's bougie?
Basically how I'm dressed.
Yasin will go, hey, Shiny, here's a silver. And just give her a silver coin.
Silver?
That's bougie. That's bougie.
Wow.
Shiny is very bougie. She kind of like flicks her tail in a snobby way.
I turned to
now-
Kozar. I was like, that's slay. That is slay.
Why are we teaching? Why are we teaching children these things?
See, Daddy?
Let's go find. Don't call me that.
Oh.
There's only one person in the world who can call him that, and it's not you.
New
But-
story developments.
Shiny looks a little like confused, and then she like looks. But you're not like him. I'm like him.
Got you there.
I mean, I have a tail if that's what you're talking about. He grabs his tail.
She looks confused.
We can talk about that later. We should be looking for the basilisk. Was there more than one or just one?
Could I tell based on my rolls?
There was a lot of prints. It was hard to say if it was more than one or one that was just been in the area a lot. Though, Lucius, you did notice a handful of smaller ones accompanying the bigger one.
I think if I recall correctly, he just starts pulling out rations and starts eating them again. I think there was 5, maybe more. One big one, few smaller ones.
Oh.
I don't know how potent the smaller ones are, though.
So wait, they're babies?
I want to eat a baby basilisk. Can I?
I don't
can
think
I
you
please?
can milk them.
Can I please?
Oh, that wasn't. I was just trying to make an excuse to get out of there. I don't actually intend on milking this basilisk.
I wanted to see that so bad.
Is basilisk milk even a thing?
It is
I
a
get-
lizard, so it probably
It
doesn't
is.
nurse its young.
I get milk from almonds. I mean, it's like
Yeah.
nut milk.
I've tried nut milk before. It's pretty good.
So do we smush the basilisk, and all of its
didn't
juice
eat it like that, oh my
comes
God.
out?
They're not going to take it like that, but I mean, seriously.
No, that's not how you get basilisk milk. Okay. Listen. It's an intricate process.
As you say
Oh,
that,
that's
So
what
going to
it's
tell us
You
to trust the
arrive-
process.
You arrive at the crack in the wall with a little waterfall trickle down and a little cave kind of beyond. There's lots of piles of rock dung.
How big is this crack in the wall?
Enough to squeeze through.
More poop.
Please don't eat it.
Jamich Squire ate poop.
Okay. You don't have to call my cooking that. That's not nice.
I like how Cora liked that response better. She doesn't correct him, but just smiles.
I go through the. What are we? Is the crack big enough for us to fit through?
Yeah,
Is
you
that-
could
Yeah.
kind of get ducked down and like go through.
All right. So like we go through this and there's
Wait,
like
he's
basilisks
ducking
on the
down.
inside, right? Yeah, I can just walk.
Theoretically.
Good thing
I
you
can just
don't have
walk straight
your-
through. Everybody else
You have
has
to
duck
turn
down.
sideways because you're wider than us.
Wow.
Good thing you don't have your artifact buttons, you to be able to fit.
I feel like if you turn, it's even wider.
That's actually, yeah, that's fair.
Turn it even wider.
Can I fit through the crack? I'm just gonna walk through the crack.
As you walk
Take a
into
shot.
the crack, you hear a hissing sound to your left.
Okay. Let's do. I wonder if this would work because do I know if I just say like basilisk, would that count as knowing its name?
What are you trying to do?
Psychic lance. So
Does that have an
basically
intelligence? Okay.
I can utter a creature's name. If the name target is within range, it becomes the spell's target even if I can't see it.
You are naming a creature, so yeah, I think so.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
I cast Psychic Lance
And you're
upon
not-
hearing that, and I
Okay.
utter like basilisk under my breath.
Okay. Oh, hold on. I gotta pull my token out. Boop.
Yeah,
Okay.
But what if there's multiple basilisks or bacilli?
we'll find out.
I guess that's a good point, but I think you are envisioning the one that just hissed. I'll say that's enough.
Yeah, the weave kind of makes it as subjective as possible.
It fails.
Cool, full damage. 23 psychic damage.
Nice. You hear it, a shrieking sound to your left, and followed by a chorus of little high-pitched squeaks.
Yeah.
We're gonna roll for initiative.
Just for flavor, you guys don't see anything like physical manifesting. You just see Jamage point and something scream.
When hunting, usually you isolate the prey so you don't startle everybody else. But I guess we have a fight on our hands now.
Okay.
I hope you weren't controlling their minds because you just talked about that with your children.
I said you can't do that to friends. Are basilisks our friends?
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
Good point.
You do it to enemies.
Okay. Cora, you hear from the inside of the cave, you just hear Jamich go, basilisk, and you hear, ah! And now it's your turn.
Cora holds up her fist for a fist bump to Jamich.
Are you like? Do I see that? My back's kind of to you because I'm inside the crack. All right.
She's gonna tap you.
Oh. I'll use my bonus action to.
Okay.
Fist bump for a bonus action.
Yeah.
So right now,
Could that be Could that be a bardic inspiration or no? Is that
Yeah.
too far?
Go for
Okay,
it.
cool.
cool. I
Bardic
love that.
inspiration, fist bump. There you go.
Thanks. Okay, so right now I don't see anything. Right, that's just what I heard.
Right. You could
Okay.
dive
So I'm
in
gonna,
there.
I'm gonna try to like creep forward a little bit until I can see something. And
Right.
I'm assuming, am I in darkness in this little crack?
Yes, so let me take a peek real fast at some stuff before this gets crazy. It will be dark in there, but let me see if they have... They do have dark vision, so you would be invisible to them.
Yeah.
Which means... You said you're looking for something? You're looking for them?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so... Because it can't see you, it can't petrify you.
Sucker.
So yeah, its gaze does not meet you.
Cool.
You just see it go, ah, and its little baby's like going up like this and going, no.
So I'm trying to like assess the scene so I can relay it back to the party who hasn't like seen everything yet.
Right. So you're on one side of this cabinet. On the other side, to the left, you see like a bunch of straw, a bunch of mulch, and like kind of like a little nest made. You see some like recently hatched eggshells, and you see about 4 or 5 little basilisk babies all kind of crowded around this basilisk, who you can't see physical damage other than maybe like a nose and an eye bleed from the psychic lance, but it's like doing some like you know, when a creature gets like a lizard or a bug is twisting around like it's in pain, but it looks kind of alien and unsettling. Yeah, it's like it's got like 6 legs and they're like "Brah!" and its tail is like whacking around.
Okay.
It's almost like it's in shock a little bit.
Distressed.
I also want to make sure we know that a moat of potential is also 5 feet, like, by Cora at this point.
Oh.
What does that mean?
Depending on how you use my bardic inspiration, something interesting will happen.
Okay.
Well.
Yeah.
Probably will be on an attack roll.
All right.
Cool. Or yeah, I don't know. I think probably an attack roll. Take thunder damage. Huh. Okay. So I'm gonna relay how many and what their positions are to the rest of the party. And then I would like to first cast. Man, it's been a while. Okay, first cast Hunter's Mark. I'm trying to think, actually. We would have taken a long rest, right?
No. You have not taken a
No?
long rest. This is the same day that you fought the eyeball boy.
Okay. Okay. So I'm going to cast my Hunter's Mark on the basilisk. I'm going to make an attack roll. To my sworn enemy, which is okay. When you make a ranged attack roll with this weapon against your sworn enemy, you have advantage on the roll. Okay. 29.
That hits.
Okay. So I do damage plus 1d6 is my Hunter's Mark. And then I believe when the attack hits, I do an extra 3d6 piercing damage. So I do an extra 11. Then I have my Dread Ambusher for my first attack. So 2.
As that's all one arrow, correct?
Yeah. Well, it's one attack.
Okay.
Multiple arrows, I guess.
Okay.
No,
I think that's all one arrow. That arrow is going to go right through its eye socket, and it immediately stops squirming and just collapses. Its little legs go. All the little basilisks start like pushing on it, trying to get her up. 1 or 2 of them face you and start arching their backs. They don't know who they're looking at, but they start arching their backs like a cat, like. And you just hear the squeaking, chirping sounds of frightened baby basilisks.
Do I... Okay, hang on. I would like to hold the rest of my turn, if I can. I don't know if I can do that.
I would say at this point, combat's over.
Oh, okay. Well, that was gonna be my question. Is like, is
Jesus.
If we should, are the little baby basilisks like? Are they tiny little babies? Like they're not gonna do anything to us?
They
or
couldn't do anything to you. They're
Okay.
like this big,
okay.
and I don't think their vision really works.
Okay.
Oh, so I just
Cora-
like murked a baby for no reason.
No, you murked a mother.
No, we got the mom.
Oh, good. Yeah. Yeah.
Cora just
I
kind
knew
of
that.
just says to herself like, got him.
hmm
Okay, all done.
You killed them all?
Killed the mama,
hmm
little babies. Cora, I think maybe take little babies and just relocate so that not grow big here and eat Jamich babies.
I'm not really sure how
Mm,
basilisks raise their young, because they might just die without their mother.
I think they're self-sufficient.
Cora does
Dragon
not.
does.
Giving them a chance is better than just killing them here.
Yeah,
Well,
we're
yes.
not going to kill
I
them
want
here.
baby basilisk tacos.
I'm sure
Now you
there's
can
a
have Mother
shelter.
basilisk taco.
Wait, well, hold on. Let's
mind.
go back. I got an idea, guys. Let's go back to the colony and have them open up a shelter for basilisks. And then they can like adopt basilisks out to like local villages and stuff, and it's like an adoption thing.
They petrify people.
Probably, I don't know.
Do you think
I mean-
basilisk could be raised to be good?
I think anybody can be raised
You
to be good if they're raised properly.
do you recall that one basilisk that led you to the library who talked like this? Hi guys, I've been waiting for you.
There was that one basilisk, yes. I do like protecting nature. Otherwise, we'd kill them now. Put them out of their misery.
They're
Y'all
all
could take babies
arching.
back.
I'm gonna cast sending. Do I have that still? Did I get rid of it? No, I should still have it.
You have a
Perfect people
telepathic
you-
link to brothers.
Oh, good.
I keeping
Love that
them
for
alive,
me.
But do you think that the
I have sending.
But they're a colony of kids. Do you think they'd be able to handle this? Like, do we need to?
Well, let's ask. And I telepathically like go like, "Hey, still out getting that milk, but we didn't find the mother. We just found a bunch of kids around this area. We were wondering if you guys could like make an adoption agency for these basilisks, if that's something that you guys would have the capacity to do."
Do you guys know? You hear them kind of whispering amongst themselves. Do you know how
Yeah.
to take care of basilisk? What's a basilisk? I don't know. I've never seen a what? A Traskamisk? No, he said a Laskalick. That doesn't make any sense, brother.
No, I spell it out in my mind. I like spell out the word. I like visualize the word and like I project it into their minds. I'm like, no. And then can I like try to astral project all the information I know about basilisk into their mind as well?
You can sit down, find a nice spot, and start like reading it
Yeah.
out to them, like you're describing it. This is just
Yeah.
a speech.
So I'm just
telepathy.
muttering to myself as far as everybody else is concerned about basilisks in the corner.
How much does Jamich know about basilisks?
I feel like maybe he would have studied something like that in college or culinary school if it was
You probably know
relevant.
like the best ways to cook basilisk meat.
Yeah.
So you start like explaining what
Can
you
I-
know, and suddenly they're like,
Yeah.
"Do the young boys and girls want basilisk tacos? Should we start a basilisk taco stand?"
I mean, to each their own. I mean, you can make it into a stew. You can make it into a flambe. I mean,
Yes.
it's all.
We will find the
Jamich, are you
babies.
telling them that they're going to eat the basilisks?
They can if they want to.
I thought you asked them to take care of them.
Oh, we don't eat
Yeah,
them.
but like livestock, like farm animals, you know? if they want.
The
I don't know.
Babies?
moral conundrum that we have found ourselves in.
Are we vegan?
No, the babies. I mean, if you want to eat them, that's
I
fine.
don't
But
think Jamich has ever been vegan.
no.
We have met.
No, they're gonna raise the kids to be
basilisk.
older, and then they're gonna slaughter them for meat. It's fine.
Okay. I was just making sure that you weren't just sending the kids.
Yeah,
off
we're
to
not
die
doing
now.
veal. No. We're not doing veal.
Okay.
But we have met a basilisk who was intelligent. So that's what we were trying to.
Can we spend the better part of a half hour like in game debating whether or not we're allowed to
Do
like
you want a
if we're
short? Is that your short rest debating the ethics?
yeah
of,
if it's
eating?
morally or ethically responsible to like kill basilisks for food? I feel like Jamich lost this debate as well. I think like he's on the wrong side.
You see, the baby basilisks are still like very confused and chaotic and like starting to get unruly and wrestle with each other. They're very stressed out. And Shiny has got her claws into whoever is holding her bag. Like, I want to eat it. I want to eat it. Let me eat it. Let me eat it.
Just go, yeah, see, Shiny's on my side.
Yaslin's gonna put down a piece of ration for the babies to see they eat them. Eat it.
For the basilisk babies?
Yes.
They look at it and they kind of nudge it with their nose and like put their nose back.
I do Song of Rest in the form of like cooking up some like a quick stew and feeding it to the basilisks, but the smell gives you the Song of Rest stuff.
The basilisks seem to be uninterested in what you offer them, and again, Cora, you remember that basilisks, in order to eat, petrify their food before eating it.
She's gonna run outside and try to find some of the poop mushrooms that have been turned to stone, and dig through the poop and try to find some.
You're gonna offer them their own poop?
Well, the mushrooms, the undigested, petrified mushroom, yeah.
You know, right now they wouldn't be interested in that, but if they were starving to death, they probably would give it a try.
That's fair.
You offer them one of the cupcakes or something.
Oh, yeah. She realizes that she took a bite of the petrified cupcake and still had it in her bag. So she puts that out for them.
There was a petrified cupcake?
Yeah,
Is
the
that
one
what-
that she
That Cora bit into.
bit into.
No, I think that was the petrified mushroom.
That was the
Oh,
petrified
mushroom.
mushroom.
Yeah.
That was
Okay,
the
sorry. The poop. Okay. Oh. That was the poop. Got it. Got it. Understood.
Sudden understanding. That was the poop.
That was
that
the poop.
was
I
the
just want to
poop.
let you know.
Yeah.
That was poop.
That was the poop. Okay. Lucius can talk to them.
I can try.
Ask how turn things to stone.
What do you eat? Yes, the little.
Can they answer you, or do they just understand you with your speech?
They understand me. I'm basically communicating. They understand what I say, but
Okay.
they
They have to
can't
mime
really.
it. They don't speak.
Yeah.
One looks up at you. As you make eye contact with it, it kind of like feels like an electric shock, but nothing really happens. And it puts its little claws, his legs on his mom, and looks at you and tries to shake her awake.
Oh.
Probably
Yeah.
the mother provides the food. You killed the mother, so now they have no way of fending for themselves.
Well, okay.
Damage. Try milking it
Can
now.
I be honest with you guys? I wasn't expecting you to kill the basilisk.
So,
We have had bad experiences with basilisks, okay?
so how about this? This is an option that we can consider. We take
eat
the
them now?
basilisks. No, we take the basilisks, the baby basilisks away. We move the mother there, and then I bring her back to life, and then we run away.
Relocate. Yes,
Are
quite.
you going to resurrect the mother basilisk?
I can.
If we put them into a pit, that works. That way we can just run and have the high ground.
But then die there anyways.
Well, no, we're like it's like a valley. They can get out. I'm just thinking out loud. There's a lot of rock formations here.
I mean, we could give them to the Dwighters to raise.
Do you think
I don't know.
Do you think that they'd eat the steel, like this little steel like silk that they have?
That's not petrified.
You do
alright.
remember they were eating mushrooms that were being grown here, which is a little odd. You know that basilisks usually eat meat, but these ones seem to be vegan.
If they're eating mushrooms, I don't know if they're very much carnivorous.
So we killed a vegan mother who was looking after her children.
This was supposed to be the wholesome episode. Oh
Whoops.
dear.
We can still make the wholesome episode. I can.
Nicely things.
I know. Well,
I was getting the feeling we're supposed to try and keep him alive, but everyone was
Fortunate
Hello, murder hobo.
God.
For a second. I don't know who let me take the lead. I have no idea what's going on. I just woke up from a coma.
Could write note, say sorry, bring back to life, and run away.
I don't think
Yeah.
basilisks can read
I
Cora.
don't think they can read.
Okay.
I can try and communicate with the mother, but I don't know how she'll feel after she gets revived.
All right. We needed basilisk stuff, right? What did we need from a basilisk?
We just
For,
needed
like,
to
the
move them
ritual?
away. No, we just
Oh.
needed
Need
to
some?
move them away so that
Did we
your,
need
your
some?
sons didn't die.
Okay. Oh, let me look through my. I wrote it down somewhere.
I don't think Buff was here. The problem presented was that the candy making Dwighters were bummed that some of their ingredients had been turned to poop rock and wanted you to find
Got
out
it,
why.
okay.
Yes.
Got it.
We
So
just
we immediately killed the basilisk.
we eliminated the threat.
Yes.
Yes.
I
Now the city
assumed
is safe.
this was a different type of expedition.
I know. You guys.
I'm still having a bit of a concussion.
I'm impressed with how much, how quickly. Like, I mean, basilisks at this point are no threat to you. Not
Oh.
even a little bit. Like, Cora
We look
can
in her eyes.
take on. Yeah, you can take on so many.
Yeah, let's just bring it back to life. I feel bad now.
Well, I think there's a time and a place. I don't know if
Yeah.
in
Not
this
right
cave
now.
is the place.
Yeah, let's relocate him and bring him back to life.
No
And,
tacos.
listen, you have a long, fulfilling life ahead of you that's going to be full of tacos. Some made of steel, some pink. You know, it just depends.
Pink?
Remember, good things come to those who wait.
Pink. What's a pink taco?
Ask your mom. Okay, let's go.
I don't know who my mom is.
I'll tell you when I get back.
She
of
looks
course,
at
with the
Nicole.
milk.
Is Tidra my mom?
No.
Oh, was I talking to the spiders or Shiny?
Shiny.
Oh, okay. Oh.
This voice that's super obnoxious and a little snot-nosed is Shiny.
Okay.
I want to
mean,
bore it
technically
into your
also-
heads.
Lucius
As
is
a technicality, we could feed part of the dead mother to Shiny and then revive her because it heals her.
Sorry, above table. Oh.
Okay, but back in the game, Nicole, what the fuck?
She wants to try basilisk meat.
So you're just gonna give her every whim
Lucius just looks.
at the expense of a chunk of meat being missing from a mother basilisk?
Yes, please.
Resurrection heals all wounds.
Kothar's just like slowly getting out the supplies and is handing like the documents to Cora and being like, remember, 35.2 degrees north.
Are we?
Shiny
Like-
is going to jump out of the sack and just bolt over to the tail of the basilisk. The little babies kind of scatter a little bit to the corners, to the shadows. They look like they're trying to do their gaze, but Shiny's just like, bitches, and is just gonna start on the tail.
Well,
I was gonna say I would cook it if it was okay.
No, but Shiny likes it raw.
Oh my god.
It's all right.
Very wholesome episode.
I'm having trouble explaining that to the kids there.
Oh gosh. Listen, I go over to the kids. I go over to the kids with Lucian. I'm like, listen, like translate. Listen. I can fix this.
They're
listen,
all like,
your mom was sick. Okay.
You hear
her
Shiny
tail.
go,
her tail had an skin disease on it, and we needed to amputate it in order to heal her. And now that it's amputated, we can do that. Everything's okay. We're doctors.
You forget I can't lie. I can't lie to the kids.
Oh, fuck, you can't lie.
First of all, Shiny has stopped eating, is like white in the face, and is picking off scales from her tongue because what you said scared the shit out of her, and she's backing away. The kids are all hugging each other like, they're looking at.
Children.
Oh no!
We're reviving your mother. But we need to be in a safe space. Don't make a liar out of me.
I can't. Well, it's okay.
They'll if Lucius offers to scoop them up, they'll hop up onto you and they'll just start crying in your tunic, traumatized. This basilisk is laying there, its tail chewed on a little bit, and Shiny's still in the corner sulking because she was not told about no scaly diseases. And now we have our two clerics ready to perform a resurrection on a basilisk.
Yeah, we find like a good place like far away from the Dwighter camp. And we're sitting there, Kothar's setting it up, and he turns to Cora and he says, "You know, I have to say, I've been studying this for the better part of, 18, 19, 20 years, and I never thought I would bring back a basilisk to life. That's weird, isn't it? It's kind of weird."
yes. Cora also never kills something and bring it back.
I'm happy it can't talk because I wonder what it would say.
Well, it might try and petrify us if we revive it, so I'd cover your eyes.
Not Cora, and she just like dips into like a dark place and turns invisible.
Well, see, that's wonderful for you, Cora, but see, I can't do that.
As you're kind of saying that, Shiny is pulling out like a scrap of silk from her hoard, her stash, and she's wrapping it around the basilisk's eyes like a blindfold.
Good idea, Shiny.
You guys are big dummies. Just
That's not a bad idea.
Shiny's very smart.
Shiny is very
Janet, you
smart.
can
Yes.
like spectral hand that away when we're done. So yeah, we'll be fine.
Oh, it's called Mage Hand, but yeah.
Yeah, you could spooky hand it away.
Boopy.
Spoopy, it's called spoopy hand. You can.
Are you
spoopy
calling my
hand it away.
invisible? Are you calling my telekinesis spoopy hand?
Yeah,
It is kind of spoopy.
boopy. Yes.
I cast spoopy hand. Go away.
Wait, no, not right now. After we raise it. Wait, put it back on, put it back on.
I'll wait.
Also, sure, like I can call divine fire from the sky, but I can't summon an invisible hand. He looks at Cora and is like, "That's pretty spoopy."
You can summon a perfectly visible hand by asking for help.
True, but
I can. I just like deadpan stare at Kothar. I'm like, I can physically rearrange the thoughts and memories in your mind.
you won't because I'm your friend.
Yes.
Is he your friend?
Exactly.
I'm saying that I'm much like I have much more potential to be spoopy than just casting an invisible hand.
But you have to admit, it's still kind of spooky anyway. Anyway, are we ready?
We get on with it.
I've never done this before. And I know Cora hasn't done this before, but here we go. And I cast Raise Dead on a basilisk.
Very interesting to see this.
Did you
I'm
cast
picturing
Raise
two,
Dead
like-
or Resurrection?
This is Raise Dead, which says I target
Let's
a
see.
creature.
Does that turn it into a zombie?
No, it brings them back to life.
Okay.
I also thought it made them
I
into a
thought
zombie.
Raise. Yeah, can you link it?
No, that's
No,
animate.
I think
dead.
that's
Oh, I was
This
about
is
to
Raise
say,
Dead.
This is turning.
That would have been.
Creature.
No,
This is
not
suddenly
Animate
like
Dead.
Baldur's Gate.
Not
Yeah, I
Animate
know.
This is
Dead.
suddenly Baldur's Gate reviving the husband.
Skeleton army.
Okay, this is a cute part. It closes the wounds but does not restore missing body parts. So this thing is
Yep.
going to
Have an
be.
eye.
Well, blind in one eye.
The tail's gone.
And one
No,
of
the
Part of
tail's
it.
gone.
Yeah,
Part of it.
It's going to be pretty marred when it gets up. You cast Raise Dead. Your Tamaran light starts to sparkle and shine. And for a moment, Kothar, you almost feel the gentle approval of Tamara for showing this creature mercy. Because this is it's a powerful spell. It takes a lot out of you. And you're spending your resources on this animal, essentially. And as it kind of like slowly stirs, it grunts, and all the little baby basilisks jump out of Lucius's arms like a bag full of cats, and scurry over to their mother and start.
Sorry, little ones, for the trouble.
It looks
and the
around.
trauma.
It's like
Sorry.
confused. It can't see because it's got a blindfold on, and it's like. It's kind of stupid with its 2 intelligence. And it doesn't seem to understand why it can't see. And so it depressedly lays down as its little babies start nipping at its nose. One of the babies runs up to Lucius and gives Lucius a high five.
Alright, and then it's
Big man,
spoopy
you
hand
got-
time.
So much taller.
Oh, do I do it now? I do the thing.
You're taking the blindfold off with your spoopy hand?
I'm I ask him first if I should.
Yeah, Kothar just like grabs all of the ritual components. He's like, "Yeah, let's go," and he's just running away.
Nobody look.
I run away, and then like at the longest possible distance, I remove the blindfold.
Okay, as you do that, I feel like only Cora, who is in darkness, would be able to comfortable enough to look back. Although you guys know that the basilisk has to be looking at you. You have to make eye contact for it to work. So those of you brave enough to glance back will just see the like kind of exhausted body of the basilisk mom and her little babies kind of swarming her, all like anxious and hyped up on what the fuck just happened as you scurry back to town.
Probably should have cure wounds the creature that could get infected.
No, all
Well,
the
if
wounds
you would
are
like to go
closed.
back, I'll let you.
No, I'm okay.
Oh yeah, look at that. It says that the target takes a -4 penalty to all attack rolls, saving throws, and checks, and then it has to take a couple of long rests to get back. Yeah, it's exhausting because coming back from the dead is an ordeal.
Oh yeah.
Wow, can we put that on our bucket list? Raised monster from the dead. After killing it in 2 hits.
Party did an oopsie.
I cast
Party
Unleash
murdered a
Oopsie.
mother.
Yeah.
I cast forced
Didn't check.
relocation.
Yeah.
Lucius can go up to Kothar and he's just gonna be like, "Thank you for doing
We
that."
relocated it, right?
Yes.
Yeah, you
Okay.
can say that you're
Relocated it.
far enough away from
Okay.
the Dwighters' colony for it to not be a nuisance. Lucius, as you say that, for the first time in a long time, you feel your heart still just a little bit. Just a little bit.
It's different.
You forgot what it
useless
feels
feeling.
like. Did you say this useless feeling?
I'm not used to this feeling. This
Similar, not the same.
This useless feeling. Yes, for the first time, I think it was. You forgot how good it feels to be to bring peace to nature.
Kothar says, "What kind of feeling?"
being at peace, not wishing ill will on others.
I do have to say, from personal experience, it is better than any other emotion you can really have, especially revenge.
But it
I always
feels so
try to-
good.
I always try to make things
Feels
better
good in the
rather than end life.
Cue
It
the.
feels much better.
Do, 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 do.
Quietly in the distance,
Yeah.
Nicole's just like, Shiny, please stop digging. You're pulling out my scales. Please stop.
hungry.
I can't help.
Can I have one of the Dwighters? There's so many. They all look the same. No one will notice.
No, they'll scream in my ear if you kill one that's telepathically connected to me.
That's the reason why she shouldn't do it?
You
That's
guys
what's
are
morally and ethically wrong.
lame. What is morals?
See, it's easier to explain logical reasons than moral and ethical reasons to her.
What's ethical mean?
It basically means like the right thing to do in a given situation, or basically what you would perceive the right thing to do. Might not be somebody else's right thing to do, but their culture might differ from yours.
That sounds complicated.
Exactly. So just don't eat a Drider because it'll scream in my ear.
Okay.
No, it doesn't.
Hey. So we could gag it
We're
first?
No, because
No,
it's
it's screaming
telepathically bonded.
telepathically.
It'll give me a migraine.
It'll only affect J-Mitch, though.
You gotta knock it out
Well,
first.
I'll make it affect everybody.
That was so quick.
Lucius can go to Shiny, and then he's gonna be like, let me explain this plan to you that I've thought about how to murder J-Mitch. But as a Dwighter, you know, first you capture it, and you...
Lucius, we can... This is not something to explain to the
Shiny's
child.
gonna jump onto Lucius's back and go, tell me more, tell me more. And Lumi is sitting there shaking his head like, oh no. Oh no,
Listen,
no, 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 no.
listen. No, it's okay. I know that compared to all of you, I'm probably the easiest target to kill here. That's doesn't elude my thoughts and feelings at all, or I don't hold it against myself at all either. I just, just glad that you guys still find the value in me.
Cora smiles. Sometimes.
Sometimes.
But she gives you like a little playful, like little punch on the shoulder.
Yeah, J-Mitch understands.
As you all return back, you notice that the sleigh that you walked by before has had some changes made to it, and one of the brothers come up to you. Great brother, we noticed you liked our sleigh, and we have offered it to you with some modifications. We noticed that you brought a giant eyeball and some other valuable treasures with you, and we wouldn't want them to get lost. If you transport them with our sleigh, nothing bad can happen to them. Only you, if you know the
Insight
command
check.
word. Go ahead and roll. Only you, with the command word, can access whatever you stash on it.
Guidance. You can add guidance.
Okay. And we also made you all Dirty 20, yeah, this, not only that, you are free to do any kind of like detect magic to see if it does what he says. And he also offers you a box of donuts. These were made very special for you. A gift to our great brother and his friends.
Are they magical?
Yes.
I cast Identify.
Are they drugged?
These magical donuts, when eaten,
I don't do a spell slot. I do a ritual summon. All right, go ahead. Sorry.
these magical donuts, when consumed, will permanently remove the limitation on attuned items for all of you.
So we can have unlimited attuned.
Yes.
Huh.
As soon as I before I even tell anybody, I immediately devour one and like give it.
Cora eats 3. No.
Yeah, I just go this, like, you know how we can only have, you know how it like hurts
you only
if you
have
try
enough
to
soul for.
yeah. I'm like, you know, if it like hurts incredibly bad, like it'll stretch your very being and essence like apart if you try to attune to like 4 magic items.
Yeah.
Yes.
This donut says fuck that.
How long does it last for?
Permanently.
Yeah. It's
Cora, like Kirby inhales it.
It tastes so good. It's almost like these Dwighters were born to make candy and desserts.
Lucius kind of walks up to Jamish, takes his donut, and he firmly grasps Jamish's shoulder, and he goes, "About what I was saying. It is not your time." And he kind of grips really hard, yet. And then let go, and he eats his donut and kind of casually walks past.
Everyone heard that, right? That wasn't like a silent thing, right? Like everyone heard it. Okay.
Nicole's gonna
Shiny
pull
goes-
J-Mitch back away from him. It's like, yes, we did, and I would like to keep you two apart.
I don't know what's going on. I like pull him. I'm like, I'm concerned for him.
I am too. He's been very strange. But I'm not really sure what to do. I don't know what's affecting him.
Do you think it's like a curse? Or do you think it's just this place? Like the Underdark?
The only people who can tell if it's a curse or some sort of magical effect is someone who can detect that. I can only tell you if he's suddenly turning into a fiend.
Well, I can tell you right now, as soon as I got that item that allows me to basically be immune to mind reading or influence
ring,
over
right?
the mind. What's that?
It was that ring, right?
Yeah. I show him the ring.
You hear
And
a
I
little
go,
hi.
and I just go, sorry, I lost my train of thought.
Yeah, it's almost like you forgot about me.
No,
You-
no, baby, never.
Are you okay?
So you're a father, huh?
Okay, this is not the right time to have this conversation.
It's
Yeah,
not?
Stop. I'm like, stop.
Responsible fathers are so attractive.
Okay, we will talk
Who are
later.
you talking to?
The ring has a person inside of it, and they're like, I don't know.
Why does everyone have voices in their head?
This is not
Yes,
a voice
it is.
inside your head. I'm telling you, I'm immune to voices inside my head. And what my point was is that when I put this ring on, a force down here could no longer access my mind. I think it's accessing all of our minds. I think everybody's going mad.
Yaslin is going to go up and take the cupcake from J-Mitch and give him a weird look before eating it. And then say, "Oh, you guys are really good to the riders. Good job."
Gosh, thanks. Really?
Mm-hmm.
I think we need to talk to everyone else about it as well, not just me and you. I can't help everyone with something like this.
I think you're one of the few people who it affects the least.
I think it'd be a little bit difficult to affect me with how long I've been around.
Right. Yeah, how old are you?
Now?
Yeah.
I think I'm... I think I'm 27? No, I'm 29.
No, I mean total.
In this body.
Did we learn that
No.
Nicole's a steel dragon?
No.
Oh, then I
Nicole
wouldn't
is
say
like, no, you can ask that, but he's just gonna, his answer
I
is
have no
like,
reason
he's
to.
like stumbling, like, I don't
Like he doesn't know how to answer
remember.
it.
Yeah.
Can I? Ooh, can I? I look at him like, can I like see if I can find out for you?
How would you do that?
I can attempt to peer into your mind.
I don't know if I feel comfortable with you rooting around in my brain.
That's perfectly fine, and it's your brain and your autonomy, and I will not if you do not consent.
Thank you. I get the feeling that I've had that done before, and was not pleasant.
No, it's not pleasant, but it can be helpful, and I'll try and make it as comfortable as possible.
Maybe later on.
Okay.
For now, we should figure out what's the more pressing issue, which is what is going on with Lucius.
Maybe I should ask if I... No, he won't say yes.
Maybe we can ask Cora to ask him. They're very close.
They are pretty close. Okay. I'll ask Cora to ask him, and then we'll go from there. But I also think Cora's getting a little... like... She murked that bomb. She eliminated that thing. Like, that it didn't even have a chance to flinch, you know? Like, that was crazy.
It is a little bit hard to be as fast as Cora.
Did you see what she did? Beholder? All of its eyes are gone. All of its eye stalks. Against the wall. Who does that?
Cora's amazing. Yes.
Yes. Cora is amazing. Anyway, I'll go ask her. I go over to Cora.
Okay.
Hey, Cora! Hey! Look who it is. Hi.
Hi.
Yeah, it's you. Listen. Hey, I gotta, like... Do you know what a favor is?
Yes.
I would like to owe you a favor.
Why?
Because I need a favor from you.
So just ask Cora for a favor.
Could I have a favor?
Most likely, yes.
Okay. If you don't want to do it, that's fine. We need to, like, you know how Lucius has Lucius been weird for you lately?
Yep.
Okay. Can we, like, can you maybe have a talk with him and see what's going on?
Cora tried.
What happened?
She's gonna like reproduce the conversation, but it was something along the lines of like, yeah, just this, and it's something that Cora would have talked to Nicole about, just like this bloodthirst and this like, she had noticed that like, yeah, he was almost like wearing the blood of his enemies as like a trophy, and like she was like, you stink, Lucius. Normally he's like, quite soft and like and fuzzy and kind of like huggable, but he was not that. And he was very like, so she kind of asked him about it and he just seemed very different. Not like Lucius. Not like. No more love nature. No more love animals. Only
You feel
love
like something is influencing that in him?
Yes. Don't know what. And
Don't
seem
know
like
either.
he don't know what.
I have an idea.
Hmm?
And I like take the ring, like, hey, now we're about to have a conversation. I talk to the ring. I go, hey,
Oh.
now we're about to have a conversation.
Yes.
How do you feel about opening the relationship up a little bit?
How do you mean?
Well, I know of a furbolg who might love to have you wrapped around his little finger.
I don't follow.
Can you see?
No.
Oh. Well, it's actually a favor. We have a friend who we are thinking is going mad. And I'm wondering if giving you to him and him putting you on and attuning to you will help his mind stave off these influences that we think are affecting him.
If it is blocking attempts at telepathy and communication, then that could help. Does
But influence...
Does the ring give like saving throws and stuff like that?
I forget. I think it's just like you can't be mind controlled type of thing.
I think there's
It's just you are immune.
Immune to what specifically?
You are immune to magic that allows creatures to read your thoughts, determine whether you are lying, know your alignment, or your creature type.
okay, so
But not to influence. Okay.
No.
yeah, it's like a detect thoughts thing.
Yeah.
I mean, if someone is trying to detect his thoughts, this ring would help.
I don't want to get his influence. Okay. Never mind.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is there anything else I can do? I didn't mean to not be useful.
Whoa. Listen, you're useful to me every second of every day. Don't get me wrong.
Aww.
Don't beat yourself up like that.
You're so sweet.
Oh, you are too. Anyway, Cora.
It was a good try.
Yeah. Can you hear the ring?
What ring?
Okay, cool. You were just very respectful of me talking to myself, and I appreciate that. Okay. Something's going on with Lucian. Lucius. And sorry,
It's a leak
playing.
thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
my bad. Something's going on with Lucius. I think something's influencing him, and he won't tell us. So I guess the best thing to do is just support the heck out of him anyway.
Yes, but Cora's still worried.
That's part of supporting him.
Yeah.
How's your brother?
Good.
Good.
You just hear Capper like, "Quack."
Oh yeah, that's right. Catper's still here.
Yeah.
Sometimes I forget which NPCs are with you. Capper?
Yeah,
Good.
What time is it
IRL?
in the game?
Or in the game?
No, in the game.
Oh,
In the game.
it would be kind of close, coming to a close. You guys have been awake for like a full day.
Jamich goes to start preparing dinner.
So you're going back to the. Have you arrived back? I can't remember. Oh yeah, you have because you got your donuts. Okay, so you're gonna be.
Yeah, we got donuts.
You're gonna be taken to the Dwighter Town dormitories, or sleeping quarters. And as you are led there, you see along all the outer walls of the Great Hall, there's like several like little dorms, and each one houses about a dozen Dwighters who all have their own little mat. And you notice that none of them have their own belongings. There's just a rack by the entrance with like a mining pick, like a mining hat, and a little backpack. And there's nothing really to like distinguish one from the other. It seems that everything in this commune is shared, but you are given your own little floor mats in your own little area, and the Dwighters will give you privacy.
Cool. I make a stew, but I do it like I'm doing a cooking stream, and I'm like,
oh, do you want to go down to the kitchens and cook?
Yeah. I want to make a.
Okay.
I want to make like a for friends, not for the Dwighters, but I want to do it like I'm doing a cooking podcast show.
They
and
want to
like,
watch.
Okay,
yeah,
hang
I'm like
on.
broadcasting it through my mind
Okay, wait,
to
but
all of my viewers.
can it just be Cora's the only one like sitting there like watching you, but you're like okay guys, so but like just to
Yeah.
Cora.
So just so you know, they can't see through your eyes. They can only hear you speaking. So it's almost like a radio show, like a audio podcast of you cooking, and you're just kind of like narrating everything you do. They're all listening intently, even though they eat ore and minerals.
Right. But yeah, I cook up a nice little stew. Nothing big, you know. Don't want to blow their minds too wide the first time.
Do the boys and girls like stew? We gotta bring everyone stew.
Oh yes. Oh wait, Cora wouldn't hear that. Never mind.
Oh, they'll say
Well,
that out loud. They're kind
Yeah.
of like they're kind of loud.
Yes, the brothers talk a lot about the boys and girls.
What are the boys and girls?
Don't know. Talk about making things for the boys and girls.
I asked, is there a Dwighter near me, or is it
Sure.
everybody just listening?
You can stop a Dwighter near you, and they'll explain to you that the Dwighters have been working since their birth to create as many toys and treats that they are going to stack up on a sleigh and take all around the Underdark and leave at the outskirts of all the towns that they can find.
I'm Santa? Fuck!
It's so much more funny that we've known for so long that this was
And
based
you
off of
didn't.
Santa Claus, and you just got here.
That's
Did Scarlet also say at one point that his beard was changed to white as well? Was that something he said? I can't remember.
You can change it at will.
I did not mention
Part of his-
Whitebeard, but we
Yeah, I
can.
don't
I
know.
thought you
He
did,
can
like,
change.
like,
James can.
white.
Yeah, James can change his beard color at will.
Yes, you're now the great brother is Santa Claus. So
Okay.
so you're not
Well,
quite a
this-
god, and these are your elves.
I like. James doesn't understand the implications of this at all, but he's like, well, if you guys are working so hard on this, like, you'd need somebody to just distribute it.
They all looked at you like, well, we were gonna, but if you want to, and they point to a new sleigh that they've brought, and it's already piled.
Jesus Christ,
There's like,
guys,
there's
I couldn't.
there's 8 Dwighters all lined up, like with harnesses around their waists.
Did you just sing the song in your head to count all the reindeer? Yeah, I could see that happening.
Dasher, Dancer, Prancer,
I don't
Vixen,
even know the
Comet,
song.
Demon, Donner, Blitzen. I don't know how many there were.
And
Well,
with
how
all-
would I be able to navigate through the Underdark without somebody at the top,
There's
at the front of
one
my sleigh with
Dwighter all the Dwighters part, and one smaller Dwighter with really big red orb eyes that looks like he gets picked on a little bit scuttles forward and says, and he blinks and it like shines so bright and blinds all of you, and he's like, I could go, great brother.
Oh, of course you could.
My name is
James
brother.
continually trying to make more excuses, just goes, well, I couldn't do this all in one night. There's just no way.
It's the magic
No time stuff.
of great brother, miss. Of
Okay.
Jameis. The holiday Jameis.
J-Moss, more J.
And to abbreviate, it's just a capital J and then M-A-S.
Yeah. I couldn't possibly do that. This is a huge responsibility. I couldn't possibly do this more than once a year.
Just once a year is fine. Today marks the day.
Today?
Yeah, today's the day.
Okay. I guess I can go today.
As you say that, the largest of the Dwighter steps forward with a big belly and a big beard, and he goes, "Great brother, you are on a mission to rescue the Underdark. Let me take this."
Oh, thank God. Yeah. Thank Morden. Yeah, go for it, buddy.
And he's gonna climb
Morden's
into
beard.
his like spider sleigh, and they're gonna scuttle off through the cavern. And all the Dwighters left behind go, "Yay!" And they throw their chef hats in the air.
Do they think you laugh like that?
What?
Do they think you laugh like that? He's asking Jamin.
I've never laughed like that in my life.
Actually, give us a good
Yes,
J-Mitch laugh so we know actually what it sounds like as he goes flying out through the caverns.
J-Mitch would, his laugh would be like,
That's what you hear.
Are you sure that's not Devin Alton Chandler?
that is also Devin Alton Chandler, you're right.
That's every one of Buff's characters.
That's every himbo trying not to be a himbo.
Yeah,
During
I was
the-
visually disappointed that James didn't take the presents himself, because he probably wouldn't have been back for a while.
Oh, yeah. True.
During this feast, Lucius is going to kind of walk up to Nicole. Is the seat taken?
No, help yourself, I guess.
And he kind of plops himself. I'm imagining it's kind of like cafeteria seating, but I don't know how the table's arranged. But he's going to kind of talk to Nicole and be like, "So I've been thinking, I'm a ranged. I shoot arrows from afar. But
That is
I've
what
noticed...
ranged fighters do, yes.
True. But there is some strength in knowing close quarters combat. And I know that
Absolutely.
you know some good ways to get around your enemies. I'd like to know some.
Are you asking to train with me when we're resting?
Yes, I could, maybe, surprise my enemies. Get that, prize factor. And then, going for the killing blow. And he kind of, as he's moving his arms, he brushes Nicole's scales as he's swinging his arm up. And he notices a scale. And as the scale falls to the ground,
Your mic has been cutting in and out. Make sure
Oh.
you speak into your mic. Because we
Got
want
it.
Yeah. I want to hear all this.
Lucius swings his arm up and brushes Nicole's scales, and a scale falls to the ground. And as he looks down on the fallen scale, catches a certain light. And he looks and he goes, it stirs something in him, but he's not quickly scale. As he sits there and he puts his foot on the scale there and keeps going through his motions with his arms and ends there.
Well, I
Wait,
can show you how to fight as you wish.
Sorry, I didn't mean to bump you.
Oh no, that's all right. I'm surprised. I'm sorry if it cut you. My scales are a little bit sharper than.
I have
people
thick fur. It didn't do anything. But yes, I'd love to really learn the combat with you. Very up close and personal, you know.
Yes, of course. I'm more than happy to teach anyone who asks. Kothar is not very good with bladed weapons, but that's a different issue.
He's very good with the blunt ones.
Well, excellent. It's set. We'll figure it out when we rest next.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Of course. Nicole's a little bit confused, but he's happy to help. Since Lucius seems eager, he doesn't notice that Lucius has essentially like kicked one of his scales away. He sort of like itches himself because some of his scales are still a little bit loose from Shiny tucking on them earlier. Gosh, it's gonna take a couple days before it grows back out.
What grows back out?
My scales. Shiny was dug her talons a little bit too deep.
That must be painful. Yes.
Then we sort of just die back down into casual conversation.
Yes, as you continue your conversation, Lucius, your eyes can't help but glance back at the scales and the way the firelight kind of flickers against them. And it just brings a nostalgia, but not a good nostalgia. Like suppressed memory. And we can explore that next time on Out of the Abyss, when we reprise your very important mission after this little holiday two-parter that got split up between like 4 weeks. Oops.
Scarlet.
Yes.
Can we maybe do one more thing before we end?
Yes.
We can also maybe, depending on how you want to rule this, we can like cut to black and pick this up next week during this time. But so Kothar's arriving late to the feast. He's like in the private dormitory where the Dwighters kind of like gave them and left them. And as he was like kind of like eating his donut and whatnot, he overheard J-Mitch and Cora talking about Lucius. He didn't interrupt, but he had an idea, so he went back to the dormitory, and he says to himself, Lucius, we don't know what's wrong with you, and you're probably not willing to talk. But if you're not willing to tell us what's wrong, maybe I can find out for myself. And he's going to raise up his mirror from the past and gaze into it, and try to glean what's happening with Lucius.
Okay, link it for me so I can give you accurate information. And are you facing it at Lucius?
No, I'm looking into it myself.
Okay.
This was an item you came up with and gave me.
Okay. Oh, wonderful. As you look into this mirror, you find yourself looking through the eyes of something flying over a very lush forest, very fast. And suddenly, like a flash of light, heading over a clearing, a village. The creatures in the village scattering, screaming. You, through the eyes, see yourself lunging forward and biting into a blue furball and flying straight back up. And as you see yourself flying back up, you lock eyes with a very young blue furball who looks horrified, screaming, raising its hands up in like a no kind of motion. Flashes of light, or The scene flashes. You again are soaring. The village completely destroyed. Trees bent over, broken, destroyed. And from there, the visions keep spiraling. Just destruction, flying, destruction. And it just kind of repeats itself.
As, like, I'm flying and I'm kind of assuming that I'm looking out through something's eyes or a
Yes.
creature's eyes, can I gleam any kind of, like, appendage, any kind of...
You see
like, myself?
a long, snaky tail made with very, very spiky gray scales. Kind of whip back and forth in your vision. That's the appendage you're able to make.
Okay. Okay.
Lucius is just standing there like, what?
Why are you looking at me like that?
Wait, is Lucius with me in the like the bunkhouse?
I thought so. Were you not having that conversation with Lucius? Or were
No,
you just
I
talking
was-
to yourself?
I was by
okay.
myself.
Oh, I
I mean, if Lucius wants to be there,
I
sure.
thought you were talking to Lucius and
No,
then
no,
holding
no.
the mirror up to him. Never mind. Nope, that's just you. You saw a vision through a very large flying creature, absolutely wrecking, balling a village within a forest clearing.
Okay.
And the little faces of terrified furbolgs.
Kothar kind of is silent for a decent amount of time as he just contemplates. And he kind of like slowly packs the mirror away. And he says to himself, no point in ruining the festivities tonight, but something will have to change. And then he'll open the door and he will join the feast.
All right, was there anyone else who wanted an interaction before we end?
Laura would just say when Jamich is cooking food and she's sort of like sitting on a stool, just like watching him and like kicking her little feet. Glad you're back.
I stop stirring. And I look up at Cora. And a tear falls down my face, into my beard and into the stew. And I go, oh, it's gonna ruin the acidity. And I start putting different spices in there, but like after a little bit I look up to see if Cora's still staring.
Like understands, like she knows that he's not one to talk about his emotions a lot, but she sees the gesture, but she'll kind of leave it there.
Anything else? Okay.
Casual's just dancing.
Yaslin is dancing.
Yes.
All right, everyone. We will see you all next week. I'll also post the schedule for the next few months, and I'll have like a little react so you can let me know which of the weeks you would like to take off. So I'll get that set up this week. Thanks for being here, everyone. I missed you so much. We'll get back to our more super serial content next week as we finish this this ritual and save the Underdark. Maybe.
Are we doing golden buzzers?
Yeah. Oh my god. I can't believe I forgot about golden buzzers. It's been. Oh my gosh. Okay. Jamich, who are you giving yours to?
Oh my gosh. I gotta give it. I gotta give it to Lucius. You're playing the long con, and it's easier to play the long con when nobody knows you're playing the long con, but it's a lot more difficult to pull it off when everybody knows you're playing the long con. And you're doing a good job. So, golden buzzer for that.
Lucius is like, what long con? Ratsu.
Can I give it to you because just the variety of Dwighters?
Yeah.
That was me not really knowing how to roleplay J-Mitch as well as some of the
no,
other...
you did wonderful. Don't do that. You're
Okay.
Accept the
okay.
compliment.
Fine. Thank you. I have a stat block of the Dwighters, actually. I'll post it in our Discord.
I feel like that'll be a nice callback to like the finale or something.
All
I'm
the
gonna give it to
brothers
Lucius
join the
as well.
final battle.
Originally, I was gonna give it to Lucius for the butt joke with J-Mitch because that made me fucking lose it. But also for the long con.
All right. Poof.
I would like to give mine to Kothar because I think it was very clever that they used the mirror to look into Lucius's past rather than try and confront him directly, which everybody else kind of done.
I know.
I like that, give him more backstory.
I hope you enjoyed that little tidbit. Products?
So I do want to give a special mention for Proof for the long con, and also Scarlet for not only the Driders but also Shiny. I think you did well with Shiny today. But I want to give it to Kothar for resurrecting the Basilisk and for coming up with that. Because we weren't supposed to kill it, apparently. So.
I look, I kept it open-ended. I didn't know what you guys were going to do. I just thought, I was like, oh, it's going down. And I have already mentioned that it has babies. Uh-oh.
Yeah, I should have
We're going to
spoken
need
up.
therapy
thinking,
after this.
Should we really kill it? Should we really kill it? Like,
I said it's fine. It's fine. They're gonna be okay, right? They won't have PTSD.
Oh gosh. I can't wait to tell everybody about that. That's like the funniest turn of events ever. All right. Elephane.
I'm gonna give it to Kothar for a Mirror of the Past. I thought that was very clever. I like when people reveal spells and items in really cool ways. That was definitely one of them. But honorable mention to Lucius, because there was one line that I really liked the way you delivered it, and I think it was when you were talking to the babies after talking to J-Mitch and saying, "Don't make a liar out of me." I thought that was a really good, powerful line. Yeah.
That was
And like just touches on like, you know, that your Fey ancestry and stuff. So I think that's yeah, I like that a lot.
Yes, that was amazing. All right. Technically, Kothar wins, but I think that Poof got so many honorable mentions that I'm going to give both Kothar and Lucius a golden buzzer.
Hell yeah.
So,
Yay.
yeah. All right, guys. I will see you all next week. I'm also running a one-shot, or I'm having... Kurt Wise, who created the Narrative Universe TTRPG, or NUT, and he's doing a one-shot, and I'm going to ask some of y'all to be in that one-shot if you are interested on Thursday. So I will put the information for that in our Discord. And yeah, thank you so much for being here. I'm going to let y'all go now. Bye. Okay. Wait, I didn't leave. Oh no. Make it leave. Ah. Stop. Go. Okay. God damn it. Let me turn this back on. Hold on. Okay. Cool. All right, guys. Thanks so much for being here. Real quick shout out. Don't forget, look at these cookie dragons. Look at that Oreo cookie dragon. You can get these on my shop. They are just brand new released. I'm making my first delivery for them tomorrow morning. I'm very happy with these little guys. These are the Cookie Dragons, and they hoard cookies. Cookie Dragons also have a stat block. I'm actually thinking about printing out a stat block for them for you guys to see, but I gotta set that up. All right, let me find someone to host real quick. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba. It's the weekend officially, and I'm gonna hang out with Steven. Ooh. Let's do this. Oh, he still uses that. I'm gonna host Ordinary John, and he's playing Pathfinder, and he's using an overlay that I made him forever and ever and ever ago. You guys have a good night. I will see you all on Wednesday, and I will be, obviously on TikTok and all that. It was fun to have you all. You got to see the Dwighters, which, by the way, has like 80,000 views. It's like 100,000 between Instagram and TikTok. Yeah, 25,000 on Instagram and 100,000 on TikTok. It went viral. How the fuck, of all the videos to go viral, it was me telling the world about Dwighters. Wow. First time I gone viral in like 2 months. I'll take it. Whatever. I'll take it. All right. I love y'all. Let's go raid Ordinary John. Go to bed, Krutz. I'm sorry you're not feeling good. Please go follow all my lovely, lovely, lovely players. They're amazing. We love them. And I will see you guys in a few days.